Good morning, students. How are you? Welcome to your class today. Today we'll be doing a new lesson of English 2, that is adjectives, degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. In the last class we had done adjectives, and this lesson is related to that lesson, adjectives. Okay, today we'll be doing degrees of comparison. And what do you think are the objectives of this lesson? As usual, it is to learn about the degrees of comparison. It's to learn about how we can compare things. It's about using the positive adjective, comparative adjective and superlative adjective to describe or to compare things, compare two things or compare more than two things. Anyway, I'll be sending you the objectives. Please copy down the objectives in the copy. I'll also be doing the recap of the previous lesson, that is adjectives. Please have a look at that recap and everything will be fresh in your mind again, I am sure. That will happen only if you look at the video carefully. Okay, put your headphones on if you have and listen to the video. Okay, then I'll be starting with this degrees of comparison in the whole lesson. At the end of it also I have mentioned some homework. So the homework is mentioned in the video as well. I'll be sending you a picture of it. Please do your homework. It's not difficult. It's a matter of, at the most, you will finish your homework in 30 seconds. Too easy, huh? But it will become difficult as we move ahead. Okay, but for now I'm giving you very easy homework. Whatever today I'm going to explain to you, based on that is the homework. Simple homework. Okay, let me see who sends me the homework first. You have till 9 p.m. tonight to send me the homework, so don't be in a great hurry. It's so simple that you will be shocked, and I hope nobody gets anything wrong. So let's continue with the video. Please look at the video. Okay. So today we'll do a quick recap like I told you in my introductory video. Today we're going to do adjectives, degrees of comparison. Today's date is 18/6/20. So a quick recap first. Recap of adjectives. We have done adjectives, right? So this lesson is related to this adjectives. An adjective is a describing word. We learned that an adjective is a describing word. It describes nouns. It describes nouns. It tells you what kind of noun. Like a tall boy, a short boy, a naughty boy, the first boy standing in the line. So these are all describing words. They describe the noun. That is why they are adjectives. We have learned this. We have also learned about position of adjectives. There are two positions, attributive and predicative. Attributive is placed before noun. Sorry. It is a lame horse. Example, it is a lame horse. Lame means not being able to walk. So this is placed before. This is your noun. This is your noun. And so the word now lame is placed before the noun. That is why it is called attributive. The other one is predicative, placed after the noun. The horse is lame. These two sentences mean the same, but just that we have shifted or we have changed the position of the adjectives. So when it comes before the noun, it is attributive. When it comes after the noun, it is predicative. Here, the horse is lame. So the noun is coming here, and after the noun, we have the word lame. So this is a predicative adjective. But both are adjectives. We have learned this in the last class. Next one is we have learned kinds of adjectives. We have learned kinds of adjectives. There are 7 kinds of adjectives. We have number, which example I have given you in green, many. Then we have quality, cold, hot, powerful. Then we have quantity, some, enough. Then we have demonstrative, this, that, these, those. Then we have possessive, your, my, his, hers. Yes. Then we have interrogative, whose. It begins with the interrogative, whose or what or which. Yes, interrogative begins with WH question, WH question here. Then we have distributive, numeral adjectives. For example, each, every. These are all kinds of adjectives, 7 kinds of adjectives. and I have given one example each. So this is a recap of what we have done in the last lesson. Today we are going to begin a new lesson, and that is degrees of comparison. I hope this is clear to you. If you still have doubts, you can ask me. Now let's move on to degrees of comparison, the lesson of today. Okay? Now to adjectives, degrees of comparison. I am sure you have done this. Now the question, I have written here question. Why do adjectives change their form? Why do adjectives change their form? Adjectives change in forms to show comparison, to compare. Comparison comes from the word compare. Oh mama, he has more toys than me. Oh mama, he has more money than me. So you're comparing. Yes, you're comparing. So adjectives change in form to show comparison, to compare. The word comparison comes from compare. Next question you may ask, what are these forms called? What are these forms called? These forms are called degrees of comparison. These forms, when we change the adjectives to show comparison, are called degrees of comparison. Degree, 1 degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, no? The same degrees of comparison. Example here I have given you, this is a big house. Now what is the adjective here? What is the adjective? The adjective is big. Big is a positive degree. Big is your positive degree. This is a big house. Now how many houses are we comparing here? Are we comparing 2, 3, 4 houses? Or am I talking about only one house? I am talking about only one house. This is a big house. One house. So positive degree. Coming to the next sentence, next example. This house is bigger than that. This house is bigger than that. Now this big is a mother word. Big is the mother word, the most important word, out of which we have other words forming. Big becomes bigger, and here it becomes biggest. Yes, so this house is bigger than that. So now here we are comparing two houses, this house and that house. We don't say that house here, it is understood. So this house is bigger than that house. House should come here, but then we don't put. We just end it here. This house is bigger. Now this is we're comparing how many things? Two things. This house and that house. Just imagine there is a word house here. But this house is bigger than that. We're comparing two houses. This is called what? This is called comparative degree. This is called comparative degree when we compare two things. It can be two pens. It can be two houses. It can be two girls. It can be two chairs. Yes, now here, this is the biggest of all houses. The word all shows many houses, not two houses, not two. If it is two, it will be both. If it is two, it will be both. But here when I say all, it means more than two. But this is the biggest of all houses. What is the comparative degree here? What is the adjective here? The adjective is biggest. All these three are adjectives, but they are of different forms. Different forms. Big becomes bigger and bigger becomes biggest. Now when do we use, now this is the biggest of all houses. This is what degree? I am sure you know it. I am sure you are saying it with me. This is superlative degree. This biggest is superlative. Superlative means the highest. Okay, so all three are adjectives and all three are different forms. So in the positive form we have only one house. In comparative form we compare two things, and in superlative degree we compare more than two, not two but more than two, maybe three and above things we compare in superlative. So there are how many degrees? How many degrees of comparison? There are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Three degrees of comparison. Okay, these are the 3 different degrees of comparison. Do not forget this. Okay, let's continue with the next video. The formation of comparative and superlative degrees. How will we form? How will we form comparative and superlative degrees? Formation. There are many types, but today I am going to take only 2 types. Today I will take only 2 kinds. Okay. Now, one syllable adjective is formed by adding er, and superlative is formed by adding est. Comparative is formed by adding er. This is comparative here. Comparative is formed by adding er and superlative is formed by adding est. One syllable. What is the meaning of one syllable? One syllable. What is the meaning of one syllable? One syllable means one sound. One sound. For example, let's take a name. Let's take Puneet. Yes, Puneet is in class 6. Let's take Puneet. Now we have the word Puneet. Puneet. How many syllables are there? Puneet. 2 syllables. For example, my name, Sandra. How many syllables? Sandra. 2 syllables. Yes, if I take tall. Do I say tall? Do I say short? No, I don't say that. I say tall, I say short, I say big. These are all one syllable words. One syllable words. Tall, short is no double sound. Okay, no double sound. Just one sound. I have given some examples: positive, comparative, superlative. Positive words soft. In comparative it becomes softer, and superlative it becomes softest. Just by adding er and superlative we add est. Positive dark, we add er, then we add est. Positive rich, single syllable, soft, dark, rich. These are all single syllable words, one syllable words, one sound words. But this becomes softer. This becomes 2 syllables. Softest. This becomes 2 syllables. Darker, 2 syllables. Darkest, 2 syllables. Richer, 2 syllables. Richest, 2 syllables. But the mother word, the main word is single syllable, or we call it one syllable. So one syllable words in comparative form, they will just add er. Just add er, it becomes comparative. And to superlative is formed by adding est. Add est, same word will continue. Mother word, this is called the mother word. The mother word is the same in all the three comparative as well as superlative. Richest, est. Okay, this is for one syllable adjectives. This is one rule. This is one formation, how we form. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Now here again we have one syllable words, some one syllable, and there is one 2 syllable words. Okay, when positive end, this is positive, when positive end in e, when positive end in e, see the e here, when positive degree end in e, then only r for comparative and st for superlative are added. We don't put one more e. Here we are putting er. Here we are putting est. Because there is no e here. But here there is e. When the words are ending in e, then we have to put just r. Pure, purer, purest. Just adding st and here r. Wise, wiser, wisest, st. Large, larger, largest. Noble, nobler, noblest. Have you seen the difference in this and this? Here we are adding 2 letters in comparative. Here we are adding 3 letters in superlative, est. But here when the positive end in e, then we just put r and st for the superlative. Clear? I hope you understand this. If you have any doubts, please let me know. There are many more like this which I will be doing in my next class. Okay, now let's go for some homework. Homework is very, very simple. You will submit to me today itself in the evening. Okay, just send me a picture of it. Coming up is homework. Write the comparative and superlative degrees of these adjectives. I have given you about 10 adjectives. In this way, in this format you will do it. You will write positive, comparative, superlative. Exactly like this you will do it. So you copy these 10 words in your copy and you find the comparative. I have given you these words based on what I have explained today. I have explained to you words, one syllable words, and I have explained to you words ending in e. So based on that I have given this homework. Okay, so positive, comparative, superlative. Bright, What will be comparative and superlative? I will not give you any answer, you will do it yourself. Bright, high, fine, white, safe, clever, fast, true, new, wide. Just these 10 words. Please do this homework and submit to me today in the evening. Submit today, as in 18/6/20, by 9 p.m. By 9 p.m. you send me this. Okay? So that's it for today. Bye bye. Take care. And watch the videos till the end, beginning to end. You must watch the videos. Bye bye.